Have you ever gotten in a car and the driver asked you to put a seatbelt on and you really didn't want to because you were too tired or you didn't want to wrinkle up your shirt? Seatbelts are an extremely important issue. According to CDC.gov 2016, seatbelts saved 12,802 lives in 2014. When you're sitting there and you're contemplating about whether you want to put it on or not when the driver asks you to, then think about all those lives that were saved. That maybe could be you. In my speech today, I'm going to tell you why every time you sit in a motor vehicle, you need to put a seatbelt on. There are a few of many reasons of why you should wear your seatbelt, including it's the law, for safety, and don't listen to what other people have to say because facts show better than what people believe. When you're in a motor vehicle, and there's so many things that could go wrong, the driver could lose control, the tire could blow, or maybe somebody's in your lane and they're driving straight at you and you don't know what to do, and it's not your fault, then there's nothing you can do. Taking 5 seconds to put a seatbelt on could save your life in that moment. When you're in a car, the first thing that you should do when you sit in the car is put the seatbelt on. It's the simplest step to driving your car, and it only takes 5 seconds. But the real question is why wear your seatbelt? For one, it's the law, simple enough. If you're driving, and maybe you aren't even speeding, you're just driving, and you have a taillight out, and you get pulled over, you not only have a ticket now for your taillight, you have a ticket for your seatbelt too. If you would have just taken 5 simple seconds out of your day to put a seatbelt on, then you wouldn't have that expensive ticket in your hand, you wouldn't be worried about going home and telling your mom that you got a ticket. You would just have a better day completely. I understand that sometimes maybe seatbelts aren't the most comfortable thing and that you don't want to wear one, but if you wear one and get over the fact that it isn't the most comfortable thing, then it could just save your life. If they aren't comfortable, then maybe you just aren't wearing it correctly. Most cars on the side of your body to the right by the window is an adjustable height clip for shorter people and taller people. If you're driving and you have other people in your vehicle, it is your duty as a driver to make sure that all of your passengers have their seatbelt on or is in the proper child restraint. If you get pulled over and your passengers do not have their seatbelts on, then that ticket automatically goes to you, the driver. If you get in a wreck and your passengers don't have their seatbelt on, and they die, you'll feel bad for not telling them to put it on. Seatbelts are so extremely important. Maybe you're thinking it's just a ticket, I could pay that off easily. But what if you're getting ejected from a car? Can you pay that one off? According to CDC.org, more than half of young adults and teens that died in 2014 were unrestrained at the time of the car crash. One of my family friends was in a car accident not too far down the road from my house. She fell asleep at the wheel and went down in the ditch and flipped her car 3 times. She was wearing her seatbelt at the time, and the doctors told her that if she wasn't wearing her seatbelt, then she wouldn't have been alive. When she got in that car, she took 5 seconds out of her day to put that seatbelt on, and if she wouldn't have done that, she might not be with us still today. Even though she was wearing her seatbelt, there was still some multitude of things that went wrong with her, but she still had her life, and that's the most precious thing. When you're in a motor vehicle and something goes wrong and you aren't wearing your seatbelt, you have a lesser chance of survival. When you get in a car with your friends and you think that it isn't cool to wear your seatbelt, imagine your parents' face when the police has to go knock on your door and deliver the news to your parents that you aren't coming home tonight because you got in a car accident and you weren't wearing your seatbelt. Wearing your seatbelt could not only save your life, but it could save the other people's lives in the car. If you aren't wearing your seatbelt and you get in a car accident and you get ejected from the car, you can injure other people by you flailing around in the car. Some people think that wearing seatbelts are worse off than not wearing one for various reasons. One of those reasons might be because there's an airbag, but according to vdriveusa.com, if you're not wearing your seatbelt, then your body will most likely not remain in the spot where your airbag should hit you, and the airbag can do more than save you. So technically, if you aren't wearing your seatbelt, then the airbag isn't going to do what it's supposed to do either. Another reason some people say is that it doesn't fit them correctly. Then put it on correctly. Seatbelts fit everyone correctly. It's just how you wear it. If you're wearing it with only the thing across your stomach, then yeah, that could maybe cause more harm than good. And if you don't have the chest strap around you, then yeah, you might not be saved and fly forward. In case you don't know the correct way to wear a seatbelt, below is my visual aid on what it looks like to wear your seatbelt correctly. You should have the front piece across your hips, and then you should have the chest strap across your chest. Many people will say that there are so many reasons to why you shouldn't wear your seatbelt. And maybe they're right, and they think they are, but look at the statistics. According to CDC.org, more than 2.3 million drivers and passengers were treated in emergency departments as a result of being injured in motor vehicle traffic crashes in 2014. We can just lower this rate if we simply take 5 seconds out of our day and put the seatbelt on. The man that created seatbelts took time out of his life to create them for a reason. Let's use them for a reason and save lives. I've just told you 3 of the main reasons why every person in this whole entire world should wear a seatbelt. When you step foot in a vehicle, the absolute first thing that you should do is put on a seatbelt. There are so many reasons of why you should wear a seatbelt, including it's the law, it saves lives, and I am telling you that facts are more important than some people's silly beliefs. Think about this. Seatbelts saved 12,802 lives. Every time you put that seatbelt on, you're helping yourself and others out. If you're questioning whether you should wear it or not, think about the other people that you could affect and how it may affect their lives in the future. I cannot stress it enough. Seatbelts save lives.
Woo!